Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy, Miami Moto. I had a little bit of time today, so I thought, why not kind of just sit down and do a little video showing you guys the helmet. Long promised video that I've been doing, planning about doing for the past couple of weeks. Have honestly just been insanely busy with school and classes and work, but just thought, I'd kind of just try to do it all in one little take. Maybe edit a couple little things here and there if I have any corrections or things that I want to kind of go a little bit more in depth about. But this is just going to be a very broad, kind of summarized version of everything that I currently have on my helmet. And sorry if you guys hear an airplane in the background. There's like airplanes passing every couple of minutes here in Miami, so just 1 second. All right, so I have a LS2 helmet that I got over at it's at the shop over in Hialeah. I think it's Palmetto Motorsports. They have a ton of accessories. They also sell bikes. They do repairs, tire swaps, bunch of custom work and whatnot. So I'm gonna write down as much information about that shop down below. But I got this helmet over there with them. I was honestly looking for a really nice helmet because the helmet that I had before this was kind of just like a basic, like over-the-counter type of Amazon bobber cruiser style helmet, which I had because I was kind of driving more cruisers than anything back in the day. But now, since I kind of got into more of the sport bike type of bikes, which actually, let me show you guys real quick my 2000 CBR Honda 929. So this is my 2000 Honda CBR 929. This is actually the first sport bike that I've ever ridden, purchased, and owned. Before this, I actually had a 1994 Kawasaki Vulcan. It was a 1500cc cruiser. They called it a VN 800, which you could look up. That was actually my first owned cruiser type of motorcycle, where it was way more outdated. It was old-fashioned. It was 1994. It was a 1500cc cruiser, so it was really big, really heavy, had a lot of torque and a lot of power behind it. But it kind of let me get a little bit more into the mechanical side of motorcycles, kind of fixing, working on it, troubleshooting, and understanding a little bit more of the basics and the fundamentals of the motorcycle and riding and all of that stuff. Where actually after that, I bought a 2006 Kawasaki Vulcan Mean Streak, which was a 1600cc cruiser. That, a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, heavier. It was fuel injected. That thing had power, more than enough. And honestly, that kind of got me into the more powerful top end, low end as well, motorcycle riding, or the kind of community that comes with it. And then after that, I sold that bike and traded my 1994 Kawasaki Vulcan for this, which is again, like I said, the 2000 CBR 929. As well as this being my first sport bike ever, this is also the first bike that I've ever really kind of taken apart and built from the ground up with my dad. So this for me is more of a sentimental build, and it's kind of a bike that I just have not lying around, but I haven't ridden it as much, also just because I've been really busy and kind of figuring my life out and trying to get all of that stuff out of the way first before I could actually kind of lay back, plan, and organize a little schedule around the bike life in the community and kind of ride a little bit more freely with free time that comes with it. This bike is beautiful. I always keep it under the covers now. I do have to kind of give it a little bit of more TLC. Have a couple of little things to kind of add on to it, like the little indicator lights, and honestly just little touches here and there. But the bike, for being what it is, it's my pride and joy. This right here is my baby. But now with the 2023 Honda Grom, that's kind of my daily right now, as far as going out, doing little things here and there. If I have to go and drop off some papers for some clients, or just pick up some medication from the CVS down the street, that's kind of my go-to. Also, at 135 miles to the gallon, you can't go wrong. But with this is a little bit more sporty. If I want to go out for a ride, maybe go a little quick here and there, just to kind of enjoy it and get a little bit of a rush. But yeah, this bike's a little bit more for when I'm more situated down the line. And health insurance is great, and life insurance. But as I was saying, so that's the reason why I actually had a little older type of style, older vintage style helmet, where now I have something a little bit more modern, more sleek, very modular as well. So it does have the visor that actually let me move this over on this side. The visor that actually pops up, which is going to be right here. So the visor pops up. It does have also the actuating little sun visor on it, which is kind of like the real cool type of where the sun visor kind of comes down and it looks really, really cool. That was also a really nice touch that came with this type of helmet. And you know, it kind of goes up and down. It has little slots for your glasses. If you do want to wear glasses while you're riding this, you could just kind of slide them in through there and they hold each other. It holds it pretty well. So this visor comes down. It also has the air vents down here below and up top. And it has a fully opening chin mount. So that little red tab right here, you push that in and the whole thing kind of just slides up. So it's kind of like the type of helmets that motorcycle cops and, well, police on motorcycles that they wear. So the setup itself is a GoPro Hero 7 Black that I'm recording 4K 30 FPS at 60 shutter speed, just so I can get a pretty nice type of motion blur going on, especially with a 32 neutral density filter, which I actually do not have it on right now, but it just kind of sits on the outside of this lens from the GoPro. So I have that. And then also one of my biggest problems, as you guys can easily tell, was the overheating. I used to have, well, this camera just started recently overheating way more often than normal. So what I actually ended up doing was take out the battery itself completely, and this little, so it's on a case as well. I don't really remember the name of the case, but the case allows me to hold, it's like a 3.5 millimeter audio jack adapter that comes onto this, where I could connect the microphone and the USB Type-C. I could connect it to here and it converts it completely to USB Type-C going into the camera itself. So with that, I have the microphone kind of snuck in, which is a purple Panda microphone. I have it snuck in and routed to the inside of my helmet, which I have right here in the mouthpiece with a little dead cat. And then the USB Type-C cable comes out of the adapter, running all the way out through the side here to the back of the helmet, which is honestly something that I've adapted on my own, and I've kind of just done it to my own helmet. And I've tried looking it up and I haven't really seen anybody else do it, where they have a battery pack on the outside of their helmet, where they have it strapped and mounted, and actually double-sided these GoPro mounts, as you can see right there. Double-sided the GoPro mounts, and then they've just put sticky adhesive on this end for the helmet and sticky adhesive this end for the battery pack. And the battery powers both the communication, which is a Cardo Freedom 4 Plus, I believe, which is a new addition to the helmet, and it powers it perfectly fine. It's at 73% right now. I have never had any issues whatsoever as far as this dying. It gives me more than enough battery life on this. You guys could also see me, hey, you know, kind of keeping the camera in front of my face, so anonymous. But yeah, the battery life has been amazing on this thing. I've never had any problems with that. And also, since this is permanently powering the GoPro itself, without the battery inside of the GoPro, I haven't had any overheating issues since then. So that's also been an amazing touch. But yeah, as far as visibility, peripheral vision, and everything else, the way that I ride, it keeps it just enough where I honestly don't have a problem seeing over this. I always have this very tucked down because my eyes, I try to keep them as on top or above the line of sight anyways, so never had an issue with that. And honestly, it's been very interesting and amazing to record a really nice POV and also kind of just peek through. So when I'm looking through the helmet outwards, I could just slightly peek down and see the GoPro screen just right like down here in my peripheral vision. So I still have all of this top section view, also these side views, so if I ever want to see my phone that's on my motorcycle, I'll just kind of peek to the side and I get to see my phone right here. But yeah, this has honestly been an amazing, you know, journey, kind of going through these different adapters, different mounts, just kind of seeing what works. A lot of trial and error as well has gone into this helmet, but right now this is honestly the best type of setting and system that I have built so far for myself, which is going to be the battery pack in the back, the GoPro in the front, with all these adjustments and mounts and, you know, amazing grips, so it stays stationary and exactly where it is every time. So I kind of get the same look and the same feel and the same aesthetic throughout all of my videos. And then this being the newest addition to the helmet, honestly, the Cardo 4 freedom plus has been amazing as far as listening to music, making phone calls, and everything. It's kind of also been, you know, above and beyond as far as quality wise. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below if you guys have any questions or concerns, or, you know, any questions whatsoever about anything on my helmet, or even just ideas and pitches that you guys might have about what I can do to possibly improve this setup or improve the quality when it comes to video, audio, and just integration for when it comes to riding motorcycles. You know, leave them down below, and also don't forget to subscribe so you guys can stay up to date with all of the new videos that are going to be coming out really soon. And don't forget to subscribe so you guys can stay up to date with all the new upcoming videos coming out very soon. So yeah, thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.